Um, so it's kind of hard to miss at the beginning of my videos the whole in memory of Hunter Albee um, fade signal. Um, for my return to YouTube, I did a WWE Survivor Series review. And at the very beginning of the video, I had a in loving memory of Hunter Albee credit sequence to open the video, followed by silence. And I do so for this video as well. Um, for those of you who don't know, um, Hunter Albee uh, passed away last Monday, November 16th, 2015. Um, and it came as a shock to the entire uh, Holy Cross family, myself included. Um, I didn't really know him, um, but I had seen him many times, walking throughout the halls of Holy Cross, and it's kind of weird to know that I won't, you know, see him anymore. It's kind of hard for me to imagine, but I'd like to read something. Uh, Hunter was born in Waterbury, Connecticut on September 18th, 1998, beloved son of his parents. He was an honor student at Holy Cross High School, where he received awards in world history, geometry, and English. He loved astronomy and was always seen gazing at the stars. He wanted to be an astronaut and dreamed of being on the first missions to Mars. Hunter was also a three-sport varsity letterman for the Crusaders. He excelled in football, wrestling, and baseball. He loved Holy Cross High School. Hunter had many hobbies. He was a history buff and an avid outdoorsman. He was a survivalist and enjoyed building shelters. He was a leader and award winner for the Outward Bound Survivalist Camp. He enjoyed rock climbing, was a New York Yankees fan, and loved going to flea markets with his family. He was a huge fan and follower of Donald Trump and Pete Rose. Um, that was those were the first two paragraphs of his obituary. And I made this video for two reasons. I wanted to talk about a topic, and I wanted to address a couple of people. Now, anything I say in this video is, has absolutely no intent, be it malicious or heartfelt. There's no intent in this video. But anything I say is just for the sake of the video. But Hunter Jr. at Holy Cross passed away at age 17. He took his own life, and I say that because the topic of this video is suicide. And that's not necessarily something that's been touched on with my channel. My channel's always been the wrestling channel, or at least for the most part has been the wrestling channel. It has always been the wrestling center. And I haven't really talked about these kind of topics before, which is kind of different for me. It takes me out of my comfort zone because I'm not used to it. But I wanted to talk for a short moment about suicide. And I have good background with it. As a couple of you, or I don't know, a few of you have known, I was formerly suicidal myself. I was constantly thinking about life and death, and how I could end suffering, my suffering. And the only reason why I didn't end my life was because I felt that there was a hope, or there was some kind of change. And for Hunter to commit suicide it kind of said that, even though he didn't feel like there was hope or change, he no longer has to suffer, which is, the last thing that I think any parent, any loved one would want another loved one to feel, any kind of suffering. Um, but for those of you who um, are struggling with suicidal thoughts or actions, myself included, I was formerly suicidal, which is kind of hard for me to admit because I haven't really admit that to even a lot of close people. So just for me to throw that out on the internet is kind of big, kind of shows some vulnerability on my side. It's kind of different, but for those of you who are struggling with suicidal thoughts or actions or behaviors, just know that, and take it from me, there is hope. There is a way to get over it. It may take a while, maybe a long while, maybe a short while. It will take a while for things to get better, but I promise you, things will get better. And let me tell you, I don't throw that word around very often. I don't use the word promise very often. I barely ever use it because whenever I say promise, I always want to make sure I can keep that promise no matter what. Any tests or quizzes or anything like that that say, I promise not to cheat or whatever, I'll say I promise not to cheat. But when there are things like I promise to, you know, show up for every USW event and every wrestling pay-per-view, I scratch out the word promise or I replace it with I will try to, because I don't like promising something that I'm not sure I can keep. But I promise you, it will get better. It will change. You will be in a better place soon. And it doesn't have to be because of death. It doesn't have to be because of, not being in the world anymore. Live the one life that you are given to the absolute fullest. Don't do it for me. Don't do it for Hunter. Don't do it for any of your loved ones. Do it for you, because I promise you, there will be change soon. There will be a hope soon, no matter whether you're 10 and thinking about suicide or you're 80 and thinking about suicide. You are going to be fine in the very end of it all. There was always a light at the end of the tunnel, and you just need time to find that light. But I promise you, no matter how long it takes, it may be a week, it may be 10 years, but it will get better. It just takes time. And I hope that none of my viewers have to suffer with the thought of suicide, but there are a lot of people that do. And, just know, I'm not gonna say I love you guys, because in order to love someone, you kind of have to know them by heart. You need to know their names and everything. But I care about my viewers. My viewers are what keep this channel running. They're what keep me motivated to make videos and everything like that. Um, and I hope none of my viewers do have to suffer with this. But for those who do, or even for those who are just watching this video right now because they happen to skip along to it, or something, it'll get better. I promise you that. It just takes time. And I'd like to address a couple people, the people from Holy Cross High School. And I know there are at least a few who are from Holy Cross High School and do watch my videos. I want to say this, and I haven't really had a chance to say it, but Holy Cross, we are a family. We are united. We are one. And as one, we walk the halls we walk the halls as one. We get through life's challenges as one. We go through life itself as one. We are one. We are united. We are a family. We are all brothers and sisters in a way. And nothing, I'm telling you, nothing can take that away from us. So even though we can mourn, we can be sad about this, we can't let it keep us down. Just like the first episode of Saturday Night Live after the 9/11 attacks, they said, you know what? We can mourn. We can be sad about what happened. We can grieve. But if we don't laugh, if we don't continue to go on in life, then they've won. Don't let this all this sadness and depression get the best of you. Live your life to the fullest extent. Live, laugh, love. I don't care care how many white girl picture frames are in Walmart. I don't care. It doesn't matter. Live, laugh, love, pray. I don't give a shit. I can't even. I don't give a shit. I'm sorry. I'm losing my mind. Either way, um, still kind of shocked that uh, because what I meant to say, the whole all these white girl sayings like live, laugh, love, and all these picture frames, Starbucks. I don't give a shit. The picture frames that you would see in Walmart. I don't care. That's what I was going with that. But we're a family. We always will be a family, and we have to continue living on. And that's all I have to say. So, usually at the end of my videos, I will say something along the lines of, well, usually at the end of my videos, I say, thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Remember, like, favorite, and subscribe for more. I'm Zach Hardy signing off. But I want to do things a little bit differently here. So I'm going to end on this. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Remember, like, favorite, and subscribe for more. I'm Zach Hardy, and I will see you soon. Stay safe.